This is Chris, okay? Chris is a good guy, okay? And Chris is in a relationship with me. But here's what happens when we begin judging. When we begin judging and I began speaking down and I began criticizing Chris, something very, very, very important happens. I just want you to throw out, say as loud as you can, just give me a sin. Okay? Throw out a sin. What are we saying? Greed. Oh my goodness, how dare you be greedy, hoarding all your money, you're not even giving to the church. Didn't you listen to James's little stewardship thing today, you greedy person? What else? Lie, you liar. You are not 5'11". I don't care what your online profile says. You liar, you stinking liar. What else? Gluttony. Chris, you look how big you are, my friend. You better stay off the Cracker Barrel, you gluttonous person, you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Stop drinking sweet tea, man. Get what? You Grand Theft Auto, you better stop playing that singing video game. That thing will get you in trouble. Leave the cars alone. Leave the video games alone. You murder! Killing me, literally. You murderer. How dare you murder people? You ought to be hung. Have your toes cut off with a butter knife. Okay? And so what happens is we begin judging, we begin building a wall between he and I. But here's the problem. The problem is Jesus Christ has saved us, has redeemed us, has set us free, and he's given us this thing called grace. And he says, take this grace and go out and build relationships with people and let the Jesus Christ in you communicate to them and just watch what happens. But the problem is I'm judging. You stinking Grand Theft Auto guy, you gluttonous, you murder, you pig, you. And I build a wall between he and I. And so here's what happens. When we begin judging, I lose the right to share the love of Jesus Christ with him because I built a wall of judgmental between me and him. And when I build a wall of judgment between he and I may win the temporary battle, but I will lose access to his eternal soul. And I'm telling you, folks, I think the Apostle Paul is warning us and condemning us against this and says, you better be careful, because if you lose access to him, you're not able to share the grace of God with him, you're going to lose his soul, and his blood's going to be on your hands. And you, by condemning him, will condemn yourself. Be careful. Be cautious. Don't forget that if it were not for the grace of God. And so what we do is we label. And we put labels on people. And when we label people, we elevate ourselves, we demote them, and we lose the right to share with them the love of Jesus Christ. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy.